France's education minister has announced plans to ban women wearing the abaya at state-run schools. Gabriel Attal says he will outline the clear rules around the dress worn by some Muslim women before students are back in class in a week. He argues that the abaya violated France's strict secular laws in education. It's the latest in a number of moves by the government of Emmanuel Macron, criticised as anti-Muslim. Peter Allen joins us now from the French city of Marseille. Peter, what's been the reaction in France to this announcement?
Well, there's already been a vast polemic around this, Belinda. The opponents of this measure argue that banning the abaya is an attempt by young, ambitious education minister Gabriel Attal, who's very close to the president, Emmanuel Macron, to make the headlines just before the new term starts. He wants to unite the right and the left within secular France, a country that traditionally is very anti any religious symbols in public buildings and indeed in public schools. And supporters are saying that he is following in this Republican tradition. Opponents say he's using what amounts to the kind of dress that young women, children in many cases, in this particular case, choose to wear, and using it to stigmatize Muslims. He's saying that, because a lot of Muslims wear the abaya, they shouldn't be allowed to wear it in schools because it identifies them as Muslims. Opponents say this is absolutely ridiculous. Young girls, women, in respect of teachers at this school, should be allowed to dress conservatively, because the abaya is essentially a conservative form of dress. They should be able to wear it wherever they want. I've spoken to the Muslim Council here in France this morning, and they say, well, actually, there isn't anything particularly Islamic about the abaya anyway. Yes, Muslims do choose to wear this form of dress, but it's not specifically Muslim. And again, by banning it, the government is just showing its anti-Muslim agenda.
Right.
So a lot of anger about that, really, Melinda.
And why has this directive come about now? Was there an incident that sparked this decision, or is it really, as there has been some speculation, just a chance for the new education minister to make the headlines?
Quite. Well, there was no incident at all. Every summer, pretty much, in France over the last few years, there has been a polemic around a choice of dress by thousands of women and children. A couple of summers ago, it was a form of beachwear that was associated with Islam. That might sound absolutely ridiculous, but enemies of what women choose to wear in Islam argue that this particular swimsuit looked a little bit Islamic, so that turned into polemic. Before that, there's been numerous polemics about other items of clothing which are associated with Muslim women and with Muslim girls. Here in Marseille, there's a massive Muslim community, and again, I've been speaking to members of that community this morning, and they say it is absolutely outrageous. As you suggest, Melinda, this young education minister, he's trying to capture the imagination of the public, and he's using this issue to create this debate which is thoroughly unfair on the Muslim community.